Boeing is looking for foreign buyers for its large military transport planes made in Long Beach. Officials are trying to keep the C-17 assembly line from closing in 2 years. About 5,000 people work at the plant, which is one of the last remaining aircraft plants in Southern California. The Chicago-based company will out production by a third to keep people working several months longer. Boeing's vice president for business development says the sale of C-17s to India could help the line stay open an additional year. The sales of Boeing aircraft to other countries in the past include Britain, Australia, and Canada.
Volunteers have joined with a local food bank in efforts to help the growing homeless population. Jocelyn Bonilla reports.
These are not your average produce pickers, and they are not picking or preparing produce for your local grocery store. They are volunteers at the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, and they are picking for those in need. Warehouse manager Manny Garabay explained what these volunteers are doing.
They're sorting through the produce that we get through local growers, and after they sort through the produce, throwing out the bad ones, keeping the good ones, they're putting them into yellow crates, which is the way that we distribute them.
The food bank distributes food and produce to over 900 nonprofit agencies that feeds children, seniors, and families throughout LA County.
People are losing jobs, losing hours, finding it really difficult just to get food for themselves and for their families. So definitely there has been an increase in need.
More than 93,000 families in the Los Angeles County earn less than $10,000 a year. This is making Los Angeles the homeless capital of the nation. The 96,000 square foot warehouse holds government USD products which are sold to agencies at discount prices. Donations from retailers, local markets, and individuals are accepted to fight hunger. The facility has 3 coolers to help maintain produce fresh and ready for distribution. Every week, the food bank brings out individuals and group volunteers. First-time volunteer Alexandra Nelson.
I think it's a great thing to do, and I'd like to help people around Los Angeles because I know there's a lot of homeless people, and I've seen them on the streets, and it fills me with sadness.
In Los Angeles, Jocelyn Bonilla for Valley View News.
A registered sex offender has been arrested in the disappearance of a San Diego teenager. Investigators say 30-year-old John Albert is linked to the case through physical evidence recovered in Rancho Bernardo Community Park. 17-year-old Chelsea King was reported missing after she failed to return home from a jog in the park. More than 1,000 volunteers in San Diego joined the search. Search crews are focusing on areas around Lake Hudges and the surrounding hills. Investigators are trying to determine if the young woman's disappearance is linked to an assault that happened in the same park 2 months ago. Authorities are looking for clues in King's cell phone and computer.
Some businesses are thriving amid the recession, but others are still trying to survive. Valley View News' Lucy Uber surveyed stores in Studio City to see how they are coping with the economic downturn.
Walking into the Studio City frozen yogurt store, you would never guess that the economy is in a recession. This is the first Menchie's, and it's only been here since 2007. There are now nearly 30 locations across the United States, and this year they're going international. Children devour their custom-made mixes after school gets out. Amit Kleinberger is the CEO of Menchie's.
And our units are being recognized as top-performing units from the category. And we achieve that by really offering a good product with a great experience. And that formula actually enabled us to expand even with a tougher economy.
Don Carroll is the owner of Dej Salon. His salon remains busy over weekends, but he admits things have slowed down. Nevertheless, Carroll strives to constantly bring his clients the best.
I actually increase my luxuries under these circumstances because it is a competitive time right now.
And here on Ventura Boulevard in the heart of Studio City, while few businesses are thriving, many are barely staying afloat.
The Studio City Chamber of Commerce does not keep statistics on businesses, but it doesn't take a calculator to see how many businesses are throwing in the towel. Julieta Tapia isn't spending money on herself. She is only here to buy a gift.
But yeah, I'm not buying any big items at all. We're maybe a stroller next month, but that's it.
Joy Yasson owns this boutique, which has been open for 11 years. Joy's store, Index, has seen a steady decline in sales since 2007. But Joy remains positive, saying she saved for a rainy day.
So year 2004 and 5 and 6, we made impossible numbers what I did. So I save it. I didn't buy, luxurious cars or houses or something. And I just thinking what else will come.
In Studio City, this is Lucy Uber for Valley View News.
A Pacific Palisades businessman has been arrested for allegedly putting up a big sign. Make that a huge sign. 49-year-old Kevin Satare was taken into custody in connection with a so-called super graphic. The giant movie poster for How to Train Your Dragon hangs over 8 floors on an office building at the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Highland Avenue. Los Angeles City Attorney Carmen Trutanich charged him with 3 misdemeanors. Trutanich promised to get rid of super graphics during his campaign for city attorney. Officials say that unpermitted super graphics are dangerous because the huge sheets can fall onto cars and pedestrians. Satare is being held on a $1 million bail.
President Barack Obama has announced a new program designed to help thousands of the nation's lowest performing schools. Obama revealed grants that are intended to improve student achievement. $900 million will be available next year for schools that adopt new reforms. What's called the turnaround model requires replacing the principal and half of the school staff. The restart model calls for closing a school and reopening under charter management. And the closure model would send students to better schools within a district. The Obama administration is also setting aside $50 million to keep students from dropping out. Coming up next, we'll have an update on Los Angeles basketball and what may be in store for a former Lakers big shot.
There's a lot of excitement in sports this winter. Sean, give us the lowdown.
The Lakers and the Denver Nuggets met up for an early afternoon game at Staples Center. 2 of the top NBA stars, Kobe Bryant and Carmelo Anthony, going head-to-head. We pick it up in the 4th, all tied up. Kobe Bryant had a slow start, but comes through in the clutch. He finished with 17. The Lakers up 2 later in the 4th, and Pau Gasol goes strong to the basket. That makes it a 2-possession game. On the Nuggets' next trip down, Carmelo Anthony whistled for the offensive foul. That's his 6th and final of the game. The Lakers go on to win 95-89. The Lakers have the best record in the West at 45-15 and are 5.5 games ahead of the Nuggets. Los Angeles' other team packed their bags and headed up the I-5 North for a game against the Sacramento Kings. Tyreke Evans owned the 4th. He puts the Kings up 3 here. And with 40 seconds left, he parts the sea of Clippers defenders. Evans finishes with 22 points. The Kings win 97-92. The Clippers have lost 5 straight road games and are only 3-2 under their interim coach, Kim Hughes. Superman has found his kryptonite, and unfortunately for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's more than just his free throw shooting. Shaquille O'Neal will likely miss the rest of the season after having surgery to repair his sprained finger. He hurt it when the Cavs beat the Celtics. Without O'Neal, Cleveland is lacking in size in the middle after trading away big man Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Cleveland acquired the future Hall of Famer so they can match him up against Dwight Howard and the reigning Eastern Conference champion Orlando Magic come playoff time. If Shaq's recovery goes well, he could be back in time for the postseason. Coming up, if you're ready to adopt a pet, we know just the place, and red carpet glamour and Oscar winners.